God, do I really hate puppet mirrors. I've hated them since I've started playing this game. They are not fun, but it's time I make this video.
Hey everyone, it's me, the Gesture Gambler here, and it's about time I do some videos before Connections comes out. There has been some Storm 4 videos that I've been wanting to make, and this is one of them. Let's talk about puppet mirrors in Storm 4. How do you do them? How do you beat them? How does it work? What are the rankings? Which are the best puppets to use, etc., etc. Let's finally talk about this. Puppet mirrors in Storm 4 is not like any other Storm mirrors in any other game. Most games, Storm mirrors was about technicality, I guess you could say, and more so who can do things faster and who has more experience. And you could kind of say that for Storm 4, but Storm 4 you can have so many factors. So let's talk about that real quick. There are two different versions of Storm 4 puppet mirrors. There's traditional puppet mirrors, which is where you don't switch check at all, and then there's modern, newer puppet mirrors where switch check is allowed. In this video, we're going to specifically talk about traditional puppet mirrors. I will not go over switch check puppet mirrors because switch check puppet mirrors is just like, switch check in general, basically. It's just who can switch check better. That's all it is. Who knows how to switch check better? Who knows the mechanics better? Who could do this better? It's not anything to test on. Like, switch check puppet mirrors does not really show the level of fundamental and mastery over a puppet. It doesn't really show that, because you're using switch check to save you. So, that being said, let's talk about the traditional sense of puppets. Puppet mirrors in Storm 4 is more so about also the technical side. It's also mastering your fundamentals of which character. But there are certain characters that just have an advantage compared to others, obviously. And that has always been a factor. But Storm 4 is also just really weird in how they do it. Back then, puppet mirrors were mainly about shuriken spam, who can shuriken better, and overall who can get health lead and run better. Storm 4 is very similar in the fact that who can get health lead and run better. However, it can be different if you're like sorcery versus Kank. You're not going to be easily run away from a sorcery or a count crow, but you can easily run from a sorcery. You see what I'm saying? So it gets a little tricky. Let's talk about some matchups. Let's talk about what could be good and why puppet mirrors are useful. Puppet mirrors are useful because it teaches you and shows you your level of your basics of your puppet fundamentals, fighting against someone else who's also learning and testing their fundamentals with puppets. Because if you do not know your fundamentals with puppets at all, you cannot do puppet mirrors. It's just a damn right impossible. You could be, it's years of experience, but if your fundamentals with puppets are not good enough, then it won't matter. The other person who has better fundamentals and better understanding of puppets will always win. So puppets in this game basically is you get health lead and run. And, that's like that in every game. But in this game, it makes it a little bit more difficult because of the chasing and aggression mechanics of some puppets, also the nerf of puppets. Like, sorcery cannot chase. Sorcery is purely trash at chasing. He also has a really slow dash. He has a pretty fast grab, and he has a fast shuriken. But against regs, he's not really that good. But against, like, puppets, he's the second best puppet user to use in mirrors just because of his shuriken and his grab. Also his ground jutsu. Whereas like someone like Shio is probably better against regs, but against puppets not so much because her shuriken is really slow, as well as she doesn't have confirmation on any combo really, other than maybe the up combo, and even then it's hard to get. You want to mash a lot more with Shio, but because you can't really mash with Shio, it just makes it really difficult. The only good things that Shio does have use for her, also her awakening doesn't really work against other puppets, because puppets kind of do counter her awakening. What makes it one saving grace about her is the puppet follow tech that you see me use quite a bit. Also, the enhanced shuriken that holds a little bit. That could be used good and be annoying against puppet users, but that's it. It's just annoying. It's not really like anything that's broken or anything that's of use. You're also going to have to learn how to counter since dashing is very prevalent in Storm 4 puppet mirrors. So you'll be seeing a lot of counters. And that being said, seeing a lot of counters, that would mean also shuriken glitch. So if you didn't watch my advanced puppet tech part 1, which I will have a part 2 coming out whenever, I talk about advanced puppet tech and enhanced dash canceling. And that's why you see a lot of puppet masters enhance their dash in this game and go forward, because you can actually cancel your dash with an input or try to get those naked counters and go through them. But if you can't do that, then again, you just said you're going to be using counters. And you can see with Dilica, he's using and also me, will be using the G kunai. And the G kunai is essentially where you just hold guard up in a diagonal sick, and it's been the game forever. I just uploaded a video in Storm 1 using PTS Kink and his G kunai. So definitely watch that if you want to see how older G kunai kind of similar. I don't know. Storm 1 is definitely another story. And you're also just going to have to learn how, I guess I would say, be very fluent, be very wavy with your puppets and puppet mirrors because of how things are. The fact that, like I said, the chasing in them is really hard, and camera angling, they can't do anything against camera angling. So it's just better if you just learn how to double jump over, how to the shurikens work, learn your timing. And that's all about puppet mirrors, is your timing, your fundamentals, what can you do better, what does this use, what can this use. And there's certain characters that are actually better in puppet mirrors than they are against regulars. Like Masked Man, you see here, is good against puppet mirrors, but against regulars, not so much. So yeah, that's essentially it about puppet mirrors. It's all about mastering the fundamentals and learning who can run better and who can chase good, right? And so that being said, Odor Conqueror would be the best in puppet mirrors. He has enhanced shuriken, the bombs that hit multiple times, and does poison. So you have a gimmick damage already right there, where Shio does not have. PTS Conqueror his bombs suck. And then Sorcery, his enhanced shuriken, none of them poison. So the fact that Conqueror does poison, his mash is also pretty good. I would say better than Shio's too, which is saying a lot. His jutsu is pretty good because it hits on ground. His till is pretty good because it will push you away and make him go away from you. And it has a pretty good hitbox, so it does, negate a lot of jutsus and supports. He has an infinite air combo. Also, his air combo, does have a pretty good hitbox and can easily pressure puppets compared to like it definitely pressures PTS Conqueror and Shio. Like, they cannot really do anything against that. Sorcery has a chance because of his fast shuriken, which we'll talk about in a minute. So yeah, that's essentially kind of it. With Order Conqueror, there's really not much else. His Awakening is not really that useful either. Sorcery is the second best puppet mirrors. His shuriken is just too fast and just goes through every puppet, so it can easily knock him down. His jutsu, the fact that it hits in the ground and the air, is also just really tricky and really good. His grab is pretty fast, and like I said, it does pretty tricky gimmicks compared to against regulars. The main issue with Sorcery is you can always just keep jumping and jumping around everywhere. But other than that, Shio is not that good. It's kind of hard. She has like a little gimmicks and little annoying things like the puppet follow tech and her enhanced shuriken. But about that, she's just better with switch tech, honestly. And then PTS Conqueror, just like against regs, he's just very basic, and he can't really do anything against puppets. His enhanced shuriken doesn't work. His jutsu is kind of hard to perform against puppets because they're always moving around. His till is not good at all, and his combo game doesn't have enough big hitbox to be mashing like that. So that's essentially it. Puppet mirrors. There's this little quick video how to do it. You can see right here just essentially what it is. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm Just Your Gambler, and hope you enjoy. I will have another video after this where you guys can watch another Puppet Mirror. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Round two. Begin! Almighty we can do has been decided. This is how it ends. Final round. Begin! I'm ready. in the way. Almighty push!
Here goes! 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 Here goes!
I'm ready.
Here goes!
Burn out!
Here goes!
Almighty push! Tear you apart! That's enough!
Now do you see just how far you are from my level?